Well, hey, Jenna Fox along with you guys. So glad to have you come along again. Welcome to Tuesday. We're back again for another great new episode. Once again today, we can't thank you guys enough. May 21st. 2013. Thanks for having us come along today. It really means a lot to us. A lot of big headlines today going on. Of course, later today will be the big Xbox coverage coming up. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Pacific. Yahoo's big event yesterday, we had that come down. David Karp, 26. Tumblr, $1.1 billion merger. ICRA, the International Conference of Robotics and Automation, 2013, happened just a few weeks ago. May 6th through the 10th. Did you guys get a chance to go? Did you hear all about it? We wanted to cover that last week. We weren't able to. We had so much going on with the Google I.O., but we also wanted to cover that. So lots and lots going on. And Chris Pirillo, vlogger fair. iJustine. Interesting. That and so much more, including media. More including robotic characters. Remember, another episode tonight, Teen Titans. Lost in Space, Nintendo Wii software on sale. More on that up next here on TWIRtv. Stay tuned. Well, hey, thank you guys so much. Bear with us. We're still working with this new producer program that we're trying to get set up, and hopefully soon we'll actually be able to integrate all of the graphics and the music and everything like that we're trying to sort of test drive right now, and hopefully we'll be able to get our hands on a full version of that very, very soon. Jenna Fox here along with you. So glad you've come along to join us once again this week. Thanks for having us along. It means so much to us. Hope you guys had a good week, did you? Lots and lots has continued to happen in robotics and tech. All kinds of good things going on. I guess one of our top stories we're going to talk about coming up today, we're going to try our coverage again. Now, we're unfortunately not going to be able to upgrade our up and download speeds here at our current location for at least a few more months, unfortunately. So we may end up losing the feed once again, but what we're going to try to do is come on and at least introduce it, and then I will give you guys the link to that. Don't forget to come on to our chat, the MIRC chat as well, or if you're over on maybe an iOS, there's also XChat as well that you guys can use over there. Remember, it's back that up. Hashtag, that was what I was, I was using that earlier. Hashtag TWIRtv, TWIRtv. So you guys can find that, log into the chat, say hi, stop by. If you do miss this broadcast and see it later after it's already broadcasted, feel free to drop in and just say hello. Hopefully, we're trying to find out if this saves so that when I log in I can actually see past information. We're trying to actually set up a computer designated specifically for the chat so that we can just let that run, and I hope that we can keep one going in the background. So bear with us. We're trying to work out the bugs, and we're trying to hang in there. We have a lot of other things happening, so we're going to come on this afternoon, 1 Eastern Time over here on the East Coast, 10 a.m. Pacific Time. So hang in there, come on along by. We're going to, hopefully we can find that link for you guys to show where the direct coverage is going to be. I think we need to check on that, but we will get back to you guys on that, the exact link, and we'll get you guys that information as we go along. So we appreciate your patience on that. Another big thing that came up and happened yesterday, Yahoo bought Tumblr, $1.1 billion sale. The CEO, David Karp, now 26. Amazing. It's funny, I tried to come up with something like this many, many years ago, and all these wonderful folks, and I'm so proud of them, they're very hard workers, was able to cash in and get lucky enough. There's a lot of other individuals who started similar setups like this and just unfortunately either didn't catch the eye or didn't catch the right tweak of it, allowing for what you could do with it to allow for someone to really take attention to it. So once again, productivity moves forward, so we'll kind of see what happens with that. What do you guys think? feel free to stop on by our Facebook, facebook.com/TWIRtv. Leave us your comments on that, or follow us on Twitter. Go on over there, the @ symbol, TWIRtv.com. We're hoping that we can integrate those right here on the bottom so that you guys can see that integration as well. Right now in the demoed version of it's not allowing us to add all these extra options right now. So bear with us as we try to work through our upgrading our software, and then we're going to try to put those links in there. And don't forget, if you're in any of our chats, the MIRC or the X chat, don't forget to come in #TWIRtv. Stop in, say hi, as well as our email. Don't forget TWIRtv, TWIRtv @gmail.com. Put in the heading whether you want to be part of the studio audience, you want to get interviewed, anything else that you have in importance, or maybe a show idea that you've been sort of kicking around that you want to talk to us about. By all means, fill all that information in, shoot that email over to us. We try to do our best to get back to us as best possible. So bear with us to the best of our ability as we come along and try to continue to grow here at TWIR every single day, and begin to hopefully continue to evolve, just like in robotics and in every form and fashion of tech that moves forward, as well as in life in general. So you guys may have noticed I have a new haircut. Thank you guys for those that had noticed. I appreciate your feedback over on my other @the Jenna Fox and Jenna 411. That's one of my new ones that's set up over there. Go ahead and come on over and say hi. Don't forget, we're also trying to get over 1,000 subscribers so we can start going live over on YouTube. So don't forget to come on over to YouTube /subscribe to TWIRtv, as well as youtube.com/user/the Jenna Fox. We'll put all these links up. I hope you guys will continue to come over, and we hope that you can help us out. I think right now we still need another 907 or 906 more subscribers so that we can, I guess YouTube has passed it so that you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers before you can go live. So we're hoping that we can get there. We have a lot of you wonderful folks that come by and view, but unfortunately we don't have enough subscribers. So we're hoping that we can go live over there, because after a while over here we love our other forms that we're using, broadcasting forms like Justin.tv and USTREAM, but unfortunately we can't afford to go into the next level allowing us for unlimited. So it's going to become difficult for us over time, and that's why we're trying to build it so that we can go live and not have to worry about getting cut off for bandwidth or storage for our videos to be posted some location, so that you guys won't miss any of our episodes that we cover as well. So anything that you guys can do, we really appreciate it. Feel free. Also, there is a donation tab. You don't have to, but it's most appreciative. Unfortunately, all this equipment has cost us a lot and it is very difficult. But we love what we do, and we wouldn't have it any other way. And if you can even just spare $1, 10 cents, we appreciate it. We don't want to sound like we're groveling, but by all means, you know, everything takes, you know, and anything that you guys can give, heck, you know, offer maybe a dime or $1 or something. Yes, I know that unfortunately all those services will charge a small fee for that, so bear with us as we come along, and hope that we can continue to take us to another level as well. So I'm glad to have you guys along. I really appreciate this. We are broadcasting through we're actually using an Acer Aspire 5610. I recently put up on one of my vlogs, if you guys were following me over on my vlog over at the Jenna Fox on YouTube, and we were very excited to be able to send in the Samsung Galaxy S3 that we were normally broadcasting over on camera 2. We will be hopefully getting some newer cameras and some higher end HD ones as well. We may try to broadcast at a lower 720p just to allow for better video processing and the bitrate, so that hopefully you guys can see us better. And we're trying to improve that and the audio to the best of our ability as well. So bear with us as we're coming along and hopefully expanding as we go. And I hope you guys are enjoying what we do. By all means, we encourage positive feedback. We don't need you to come along and troll with attitude issue and anger. We're trying to do it in a positive way, and we appreciate
you listening, and we appreciate all that you guys do. It really means a lot to us. Thank you for your support on that. ICRA, International Conference of Robotics and Automation. Did you guys get a chance to go to that this year? ICRA 2013.org. Did you guys go there? Did you check it out? I was kind of bumming. I wanted to be there, and we wanted to cover this briefly last week, but we had so much information. We said we'll have to push that out till this week, and just there's a lot of coverage going on. There was a Google coverage last week. Today we've got the Xbox coverage this afternoon from Microsoft. So and then a few months back we had Sony's announcement. So we'll have to kind of see where things go with all that. So get ready to have the opportunity to register for 2014. I know they are trying to work on their website. Same one, ICRA, but instead of 2013, 2014.org. So ICRA2014.org. Now, right now, when I would try to go to it this morning, it just gave a little loading bar in the upper. I forget that we're flipped on the camera over here, up in the upper right-hand corner. Well, for you guys, it might be left anyway. So, by all means, check that out. They had a lot of events going on between May 6th and 10th. I was just looking over and I had been for some time now, looking over some of the great things that they covered there, and they had some great, interesting kits. Literally, there was one there named KIT, K-I-T. I don't know if you guys checked that out, that particular robotics and that robot of that type. A lot of things were happening there. And now we move into one of the last things before we head into robots and media. Chris Perillo. I've recently reconnected with Chris, and sending a shout out to you, Chris. We hope you're listening and saying hello to you. We appreciate your support. Vblogger out there over on YouTube, Chris@Perillo.com. A lot of great tech stuff. If you guys might remember him from Tech TV, starting a Vlogger fair coming up over in Seattle, Washington, coming up in June. And Justine will be there. Hi, Justine. Sending a shout out to you, Chica, and our love, and many, many other folks that are going to be part of that as well. If you guys love that, by all means, go over and check that out. We hope that will help them and encourage them in some form or fashion. So, shout out to you guys, and anyone that has a passion for vlogging, anyone else that loves that, by all means, let's get your feedback too. What do you guys think about vlogging? Do you think you're still enjoying it, seeing it's sort of a form of a reality base that's continuing, as well as any of your feedback on ICRA? What do you guys think? You want to go next year? Are you finding there's some very interesting other conferences that you're excited about? By all means, continue to add your feedback and let us know. We're hoping that we can try to get these videos at least up over on YouTube, and then you guys can always add the comments for us if that's easier for you. I know it's difficult right now because we're sort of jumping around when we have coverage over on our Twitter and our Facebook, but we're trying to be accommodating to all of our viewers and all of our fans and family and friends. So we really appreciate that. By all means, we'd love your feedback. And what do you think about Yahoo, Tumblr merge? Do you feel like this is sort of the end of Facebook? Have you felt like Facebook has come to its end? Do you think it'll definitely still be around the way it has with MySpace in some form or fashion? Will it be the one social media site? I think especially today, a lot of people are obviously using, for those that are really into the tech side of it and the social media side of it, I think there's a lot of people that tend to integrate a lot of the social media sites. They're well aware of that. Other ones just have just the one. Other ones use some more intimate ones that I feel like too that would be much more intimate. I know in Japan they've got this one called Line. Excuse me, because we're live. Line is what I meant to say. And I know that one's really been taken off and sort of, but you're going to find that, I think, in any form and fashion of tech and industry change and everything. There's always going to be something that'll become new and innovative, and then it'll sort of just become the norm, and then we'll have something that will, again, sort of almost metaphorically Lego block on top of that, and I think continue to grow and progress in that form and fashion as we see it in many, many different ways. So
by all means, let's get your feedback on that as well. That's another question that we're going to throw out for you guys this week. You know, what is your feedback on that? And as well as, how do you feel about the merger of Yahoo? Is this a good thing for Yahoo? Is this going to maybe help give them a little bit more edge now in social media? Are we going to see Yahoo sort of pick back up, or because of all the new Google integration, are we going to see Google now grow? I'm definitely finding a lot more people are integrating over to, even though there's been a lot of people already using Google Plus, I'm definitely finding a much more easier usage of the Google Plus and how it's integrating into a lot of these other forms. And are we going to see Yahoo, you know, we've been hearing other things about sort of the Flickr side of it, and how is Yahoo going to integrate that with sort of Yahoo and Tumblr and Flickr, and, you know, sort of the way that maybe we're seeing that with Facebook right now, and maybe we saw that with MySpace, and how we're seeing it with the other social media sites and whatnot. So, you know, let's get your feedback. Let's get you guys interacting and you know, coming back to talk about these topics. It's what it's about. It's all about trying to, you know, get that conversation going, and I think that's important. So with that said, I think that's a good place. We're just about halfway through our broadcast today. We really appreciate you guys along with us. We're going to look over at our advertisers today. Don't forget stamps.com, and we are going to put the link up there. There is a little code. By all means, please, we much encourage you guys to plug that one in, because it will give you guys extra room, as well as we have a new one we're very excited about, copy.com. And don't forget to put our email. You can put either thejennafox@gmail.com or TWIRtv@gmail.com, and we'd love to get you guys, because that will actually give you, if you use our promo email when you plug it in, you will get extra storage. So we really appreciate that, as well as any way that we can give back to help you guys as well. So I hope that helps. Copy.com and stamps.com. And then our last one today, don't forget, we also have squarespace.com. Those guys have a great setup. I have seen so many other sites, e-commerce sites, that are so expensive, and you try to bring in sort of a third-party individual to do a lot of your website work, and it becomes so expensive, and they're just not seeing the results, and things crash. What I love is one of the very inexpensive offers that I know we're trying to upgrade to, because then that way we never have to worry about our viewers, we never have to worry about crashes. They cover unlimited. That way you don't have to worry, because someone will go there and you'll get that little funky screen of the, you know, 404 error code, and, you know, some of the other codes, 505 and whatnot, that they use for, you know, either the site being overloaded or whatnot. And you don't want to have to deal with that when you're dealing with large traffic moments. You know, sometimes there's a spike, especially during Black Friday coming up later this fall after our summer. Though we don't want to jump through our beautiful summer on the way. I definitely felt a beautiful, gorgeous day up here in South Portland, Maine yesterday. It was a bit rainy. I love waking up to the rain, but that, my friends, is a whole nother discussion. Looking at robots in media. And robots in media as we return. We really appreciate that. Looking at what we're going to see this week, once again tonight, over in Cartoon Network. We are seeing next episode of Teen Titan Go! The next episode, remember, Cyborg's on there. Let's throw out another question. What's your gals, non-identified, I just mean that in a general term. Let's throw that question out. What's your favorite show that has a robot? Who's your favorite robot of all time? You know, is it Robbie? Is it C-3PO? Is it K9 from Doctor Who? Is it remember they said that K9's all the rage of New Jersey. So for those of us that are viewing us down there, and by all means, we want to hear your feedback. Who is your favorite of, whether it be in television or film or any form of fashion of media? By all means, we want to get you guys interacting. Speaking of that, Lost in Space, another repeat this weekend on MeTV, coming up on Saturday night
after the original Star Trek too? Are you guys watching the original Star Trek again? Or are maybe you watching some of them on, or Stargate on Netflix? Are you guys coming back to Netflix because of Arrested Development? I know a lot of people have been hyping about that. Have you not used Netflix in a while? Are you finding yourself doing other things? Have you been... Here's another great question. Have you become unplugged from cable? Are you only using internet and watching shows and films, whether it be on your hard drive, offline, only online through internet, streaming folks like us, watching shows like us that you might tune into for just a short period of time, And, and lastly, what game systems are you guys playing? The Ouya coming out, are you using like a PC games? Are you doing Steam? Are you doing other online services like that? Are you using the new Ouya coming out later this year? Do you want to get an Ouya? Ouya? The Game Stick? Some of the others. There's another Mi PC coming out. Are you going to be continuing your Android and playing your Android games on your new Mi PC coming out? That's MII PC. Do you have any favorite robot games that you might love? Excuse me, I apologize. Speaking of that, this week once again, Nintendo. Do you guys have a Wii U? Have you guys given up on the Nintendo? Have you moved over to complete Android? We're seeing a lot of shift with that, or tablet, or are you moving out of the way of desktop? Let's definitely get your feedback on that, by all means. With the new Wii U that's been out now since last November, are we going to see some big things coming up next month on E3? Some big announcements. I know there was an integration of the new Super Mario Brothers U. They're going to be integrating a new Super Mario Luigi U, as well as there's been some great. It's 30 years of Famicom, so since January they've been having 30-cent games for like a 30-day period. They did Ice Climbers back in January, F-Zero February, March was Punch-Out, April was Kirby's Adventure. Recently, I'm all excited, we got our hands on Super Metroid, 30 cents. These have been 30 cents. Now there's another special deal that only was going on for 1 week. Did you guys originally have Super Mario World on the Wii? If you transferred it over, it was a reduced price of only $1.50 this week. And that also cut the price of Super Mario 2. If you bought that within, it was 50% off, and you got it for $2.50. We did that deal. That was great. And we had been using up some of our points because the end of Nintendo's year points of Platinum and Gold is coming up the end of June. So there's another place as well. That's going to be a whole nother aspect of a show that we could potentially talk about. And speaking of shows, what's your guys' show ideas? Do you guys want to see us go into a different direction? Do you want to see other types of shows that we've been talking about for a while, as well as who's going to be joining us for some of our new shows? We're so excited about this. So we're very excited to finally bring one of our classic robots to life, we hope. In a couple of weeks, actually, our new man here will actually he'll be moving around and interacting with us. We just haven't had any batteries to install in the back, so we're so excited that R2 has come to join our family over here. Thanks to a great individual that we knew online. We want to send a shout out. Thank you guys. As well as we will be integrating another icon of robotics that we're very excited about, part of the Hobby Kit program that we're hoping to have come up for one of our new Hobby Kit shows, is Wall-E. So he's definitely been interacting, but we're going to be upgrading him and adding we're very excited. We're going to be adding one of the robot kits over at, we've been reaching out to Easy Robot. That's easy-robot.com for one of the robot hobby kits. So we're hoping to integrate him as well. So
So we hope to be integrating that and coming around. So we really appreciate it. If you guys want to be part of the studio audience, don't forget to come over to TWIRtv@gmail.com, putting subject studio audience. If you're in the area and you want to swing by, say hi, take some pics, hang out, you know, talk shop. By all means, we love it. We're always passionate about talking about shop, whether it be in media or whether it be in broadcasting or vlogging or just robotics, games, tech in general. Is there something that you guys are really passionate about, you want to talk about? We've got you know, quite a few other ideas that we've been bouncing around, that we've been wanting to discuss and see where we go with that. So by all means, reach out to us, TWIRtv@gmail.com, and if you want to see a show, put that into the subject. If you want to be on the show and you'd like us to sort of be sort of your celebrity of the day, whoops, I can't use that one, I think they use that on another program, but that type of concept, if you would like to share your thoughts on what's going on, maybe we can talk shop on that. If you guys want to let me know, by all means, reach out, TWIRtv@gmail.com. Follow us over at Twitter, and that is @TWIRtv. Go ahead and follow us over there. We really appreciate it. You can leave some of your feedback over there too, by all means. We really encourage that. Say hi. Let's not solicitate. We want to keep this, remember, we need to keep this, as well as in the chat room, clean and appropriate. Let's stay away from any kind of anger or talking about sexual things. Let's keep that aside, please. I only mention that because we had some interesting individuals recently reach out to me and say some not so good things. It's just really frustrating to deal with that kind of mess when it's like, oh, seriously, people, what happened to... don't even get me started. So by all means, please, let's keep this on the subject and keep it within the information that we're discussing, please. Not going in a different direction. I'm not over here to, if you need your jollies get offed, by all means, you know there's other sites that you can find for that. Unless maybe they just got their jollies off from me saying that. Who knows? But I'm not here for that. I'm here for you guys about tech, not about that part of it. So we're glad you guys came along. By all means, it's been another great week. We can't thank you guys enough. Thanks to Squarespace.com, Stamps.com. Thanks to Chris Perillo. That's Chris@Perillo.com. Genius. Justine, the Vlogger Fair. I hope you guys have an opportunity to check that out. By all means, we send a shout out and some love over there. We hope you guys can go check that out. By all means, we appreciate you guys joining us again this week. I hope you guys had a good week. Join us again here. We'll be back in just a few hours. So by all means, hang out or go what you got to go do for a couple hours and have some great lunch, and come back and join us right after lunch this afternoon. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or if you happen to be Pacific and you're just getting up and maybe you're having an early brunch, or maybe like me and you're having a 10 o'clock egg and, you know, maybe an apple or an orange or something, and you're just sort of chilling and drinking some water and you want to join us, by all means, 10 a.m. Pacific coming up today. Xbox and Microsoft coverage. We will be getting you guys that link when we come back on live in just a few hours. So hang out, hang in there. We really always appreciate all of your input and your love. We send you guys again another week. Once again, TWIRtv@gmail.com. The @ symbol over on Twitter. Come and follow us over there at TWIRtv. Facebook, facebook.com/TWIRtv. You guys can find us over there. And say hi. We really appreciate it. We're hoping that we can integrate all this great software in there. And thank you guys again. We're just wrapping up a show here in just in about 20 seconds to go on our show. And thank you guys again. I hope you guys had a great week. It really means a lot to us, all of your support. I hope you guys have a great week. We're going to see you again just a couple hours. Hang in there. We'll see you again 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. Pacific. We'll see you guys again soon. See you in a few hours. Ciao.